We're ready. It's official. Oh, I gotta adjust my microphone here. Can't do too many things at once. All right. Good evening. There's people in an auditorium and people on stage. Yay! My name is Amy Tanaki. I'm the middle school orchestra teacher here in Sycamore. In front of you is the 6th grade orchestra. And if you've been to a middle school orchestra concert before, we usually have everybody in the audience, and 6th grade plays, and 7th grade plays, and 8th grade plays. But this is just 6th grade. 7th grade plays later tonight, and then 8th grade after that. So it's kind of sad because we can't hear all of our peers play, which is one of the awesome things about coming to the concert and being able to hear everybody else play. But hello to all of our friends that are watching us on Spartan TV, and thank you to our tech department for putting that together so that we can record these concerts and you can watch them later, or you can run home and then watch the 7th grade and 8th grade along with us. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the pieces that we're going to play for you tonight. We don't have a lot prepared for you. It's going to be a super short concert, which is also rare. You're welcome. We won't be here forever. But the first two things that we're going to play for you are our scales. So as 6th graders, we start to learn how to shift, which means that instead of playing everything in first position, we're now going to move our hand to a different place on the fingerboard and learn new notes and different notes in a different place. And if you're familiar with, hopefully most of you are in the audience because I think most are parents here, but on our stringed instruments, we don't have like markers or frets like on guitars. So there isn't like, well, you can just put your finger in this general area and it'll be in tune. It has to be super precise. So when we move and we leave first position and we change, we have to really use our ears and our eyes to make sure that we're matching. So we're going to play two scales for you. The first is C major, 2 octaves. And raise your hand, 6th graders, if you shift in C major scale. It's a violin, so you should see all their hands go at the same time. And then we're going to do G major as a round because we can play together in harmony now, which we couldn't do in remote land. So that's super exciting. So raise your hand if you shift in the G major scale. That's our violas and cellos. Then we're going to play that in a round. All right, so here we go, C major and G major. Okay, now we're going to play a fiddle tune for you. One of the biggest questions, or the most common question I got when we all went remote and all of this COVID and pandemic stuff happened, it was, remote orchestra, what does that look like? Well, that's a great question, but we figured it out. So in remote style, when we're learning online, and some of our friends that are here tonight, who I'm seeing for the first time in person all year, which is amazing, because we have some remote people with us, yay! So we get to all play together, is that we learned, we kind of focused on individual growth instead of playing together as a team. So that's why I'm playing, because I've been playing along with the students at home so they can see me on camera and kind of use that as a visual. I don't play violin, I mean I do, but my main instrument is cello. So this is kind of like a learning thing for me too. I'm like, okay, well I guess I gotta play violin and kind of get those skills so that I can help my students. So these, the fiddle tune that we're playing, Ocho Clark, is from a book that has different lines. It has the tune, the main tune, and then it has a backup line, a bass line, and then it has what's called a break, and it's like a super impressive fiddly thing. So it has different levels. So our students that take private lessons or want to challenge themselves, they had that extra line built in that they could work on at home. So tonight we're going to play Ocho Clark all on the tune, and then we're going to repeat and we're going to add in some of those other lines to have harmony. So enjoy. I can't believe we only have one more tune to play for you. I told you it was super short. Because we've only been together for just a few weeks. But our next piece, before we do that, I'm going to go through a few things. I have a few thank yous. And I'm going to invite someone up on stage to talk to you about Music Boosters and hand out a summer camp scholarship. And we have a raffle, which is super exciting. Who doesn't like raffles? But let's start with Music Boosters. So Ms. Rovers, if you'd like to come up. She's joining us. She's the vice president of our lovely parent organization, Sycamore Music Boosters. I'll let you do all the explaining. Why am I talking?
That was okay. That was actually perfect. Okay. I've never done this before, so I thank you guys for being my first audience here. But I can't thank the students enough. You guys, that was amazing, right? To have the year that we have and have all of these students learn virtually and then get up here and do what you guys did, that was absolutely amazing. So proud of you. And a big thank you to the teachers. Yeah, I'm sure it was not an easy task to have lessons virtually, but they did it, and here we are. So I'd like to thank all of you all for attending. Music Boosters could not be possible without everybody here. Thank you for supporting the children, the teachers. You might have heard of Music Boosters, but we donate instruments to the kids. Like Mrs. Tanaki said, we do have scholarships for continued education and summer camps, and we do have a scholarship to hand out today. But once again, just thank you for everything. And without further ado, I'd like to give Mr. Evan Tanaki his summer scholarship. But I guess he can't really get up, right? But once again, just thank you. And if you're looking for a way to be involved or to help, you know, we have the craft fair coming up and we have different positions that are open, but feel free to go to www.sycamoremusicboosters.com. Thank you guys so much.
All right, so it's time to raffle off some cookies. You guys see the cookies? It's our logo on a cookie. Isn't that fun? They're super cute. I almost don't want to eat them, but I'm sure you will. All right, so this year I've been, to try to motivate some students at home and do some extra things, I started Tanaki tokens. So to do extra credit or any other activity, if they turned something in that was above and beyond, their name got in the jar. So everybody on stage, your name is in here at least once because they're all kind of rock stars and have turned in all kinds of things. But I'm going to pull 5 names. So just stay where you are, and then after the concert, you can come get your cookie. Really? Okay, here we go. First cookie winner, Miss Maddie. Woohoo! 1. Lily Torson. Yes. Tegan Tequila. I think you won last time, Tegan. Rockstar. Evelyn Irwin. Woo, okay. And 1 more. Oh, Maddie again. Okay, can only win once. Maddie again. You can see our overachiever. Sarah Ferguson. There we go. Yay. Nice job, guys. So we can get your cookies after. Is that Chanty? I have both pages. 1 and 2. Okay, I took notes tonight because I have to do this 2 more times after this, so I make sure I don't forget anything. But I know I said thank you to Spartan TV and the tech staff, but this whole thing and putting on concerts, we do like 25% of the work. So thank you guys for doing all that. And I want to give a shout out to my lovely orchestra team, Melissa Marbury and Ken Tanaki. The 3 of us, I feel super lucky that we work well together and we have this cohesive program, 4 through 12. Mrs. Marbury has been working with some of our remote students. She does some lessons during the day on the days that she works on Monday and Tuesday and checks in with them, and that is super helpful. So that makes my job easier. And I want to say thank you to our private teachers. We have some students on stage that go above and beyond and take private lessons with some of our local private teachers, and thank you because this is a big team effort. But mainly I want to thank all of you parents. Thank you for continuing to support these kids through these crazy times and understanding that remote orchestra is different, but different is okay. And I am so super, I'm not going to talk anymore, so I'm going to start crying, super proud. So our last piece. No crying, guys. Keep it together. All right, where are we starting?
24.
Where are we ending?
68.
so well behaved. It's amazing. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much again for your support. I have a few car decals. I have 5 left. Those elementary parents last night, they just swooped in and took them all. But I have 5 car decals left if you are interested in purchasing one. I have that with me tonight. I feel like there was something else. Oh, there's kids are going to come down and find you out in here, and you're going to exit out these doors this way, which is different, but it's going to be okay. You can go out that way. Thank you so much, guys.
It's hard to reach the floor. Yeah, because the fourth finger is like nice and comfortable. Yeah.
Okay, check it. Who's checking by
Sure. So all four fingers.
I was gonna say,
All right, seventh graders, do we know what we're doing? So we're going to do, what's first? Ocho Clark. Ocho Clark. I thought it was We're playing Ocho Clark, the tune. Everything. Stop. Then we do the solo group. Solo group. You feel good? Marlene, yeah. Right? Calista Delaney. Then we all do the tune at 9, right? And then we do the hit. Yeah? What? Something's confused? Any other questions? Are you sure? We're good. Are you guys excited? So I went on page 2. Yeah? You have our music? Does everyone have their music?
yeah.
Really?
Yes. It's a surprise.
Well, it's not all the 6th graders have their music.
Because they're sixth graders.
Okay, I think we're officially ready to start. How exciting. Parents, we're here. We're in an auditorium on stage. We get to play for you. It's so exciting. It's one thing that I miss, I think, the most was live music. Remote music works, but it's not ideal. My name is Amy Tanaki. I'm the orchestra teacher here at Sycamore Middle School. Before you is the 7th grade orchestra. We have lots of us on stage, but there are lots of us at home that couldn't be here tonight, so I hope they're all watching on Spartan TV. Big shout out to our Spartan TV crew and our whole tech department, because this only works if they help and do 90% of the work. So thank you. Yeah, go ahead, you can applaud to them. Tonight's little mini concert is kind of going to be a demonstration concert, so I'm going to try not to talk the whole time, but I think it's kind of important to let you know what we've been doing. And tonight is just kind of a celebration to share us playing together again, which is super exciting. So our first piece tonight is Ocho Clark, which is a fiddle tune, and we found these fiddle books and these method books that worked perfectly in remote times. That was the biggest question people asked me was, remote orchestra, how does that work? I was like, I don't know, but we're going to figure it out. And we did. So this music has different lines and different parts that we can learn together. So we're going to play the tune for you, the main melody, and then we're going to go back and play adding some bass line and some backup parts, so having some different harmony with it. And the great thing about this book is it also has like an advanced level fiddle line. And some of our students that take private lessons or wanted that extra challenge, of course I challenged them all to do it, but we have a little solo group that's going to perform a few of those solos. So we're going to play Ocho Clark twice for you, but you can clap in between. Okay.
All right, what's next?
Okay, our next tune for you is The Wren. This we learned at our clinic in February, I believe it was. Instead of our concert that we could not do like tonight, we had a lovely fiddle player that joined us on Zoom. Thanks to Music Boosters for supporting that. And Taylor Morris taught us this piece by ear, by rote. So instead of having music, they just learned it. He would play a few notes and they would play it back. And we discovered that some of us don't like to learn that way at all. They were like, I really need the music. And he was kind enough to share the music, even though he was like, but we learned it by ear. I'm like, I know, but it's okay. So we have the music in front of us, but some of us learned the bass line, which is not written out. So we're gonna play this for you tonight, because now we can do it all together and add the harmony part. So this is The Wren. Before we play our last piece, this is like the shortest concert in record. I'm going to invite Ms. Rovers to come up from Music Boosters. She is here, so our vice president, and she's going to talk a little bit about what Music Boosters is and hand out a summer camp scholarship.
Thank you. You're welcome. Nice job to the 7th graders. I just want to start out by saying thank you all for being here and supporting them, but I have to extend a thank you to you guys. You guys were amazing. I know this year wasn't the easiest. It's hard to talk into the mic and talk to them. But you guys made it through. You endured, and you motivate the Music Boosters to do what we do, to get you guys the things that you need. So thank you guys so much. In addition, like I said, thank you to the parents. Thank you guys for helping to support them. We find out the different things that they need, the different things that they're interested in through the teachers at our Music Boosters meetings. So just thank you guys for keeping them going. And a big thank you to the teachers. Round of applause for them. This has not yeah, go for it. Do that again. I've never been able to cue something like that. But thank you, because this year has been trying, and they've done virtual lessons. They've never thought they'd do that before, but they did it. And I know I have a student up here, and I know she appreciates it. So just a little bit about Music Boosters. We're a parent organization, and we help fun things like the clinic that Mrs. Tanaki mentioned, different instruments that they might have a need for, scholarships also that she's mentioned, and just different things that they come to the meeting that they might need. So if you would ever like to get involved, let me tell you about walking up these stairs and getting into this microphone. It's a lot. But if you ever want to get involved, you can go to www.musicboosters.com. We actually have a couple positions open. So if you're interested in doing that, or if you're interested in one day maybe volunteering at the craft fair that we have in October, there's so many different things that we'd love to have you help us with. We would definitely welcome you. We also have meetings every third Thursday, which would land on tonight, every third Thursday of each month. So we welcome you to join us at any time. Okay, so without further ado, we do have one summer scholarship to hand out. We handed out one at the last concert a couple minutes ago to Mr. Evan Tanaki. And for 7th grade, it's Miss Tegan Hagmeyer. Thank you guys so much.
Before we play our last piece, see Chanty, which is exciting because we're back to real orchestra music where we have different parts, we all have to learn different parts and play them at the same time, which is impossible to do in remote learning. Remote learning, we worked a lot on individual growth, and that's where we had a tune where we could all play the same thing. But now that we're back together again, it's awesome to hear that harmony and to hear different parts. That is what I missed the most. So we're going to play that for you, but before we do that, I'm going to hand out, we're going to do our raffle. It's our logo on a cookie. I know, right? So this year I challenged the students to go above and beyond, and anytime they did something that was above and beyond, I put their name on a Tanaki token. It's just a raffle ticket, but it sounded fancier. And I'm going to pull out 5 names today. There are lots of everyone on stage and at home has their name in here at least once. So that shows they are doing all kinds of crazy things and awesome stuff, even when I challenge them. All right, so I'm going to pull out 5 names. Are you ready? You're going to stay in your seats, but afterwards you can come get your cookie. All right, Abby Lisa Feld. Woohoo! Miss Nia May. Tegan Hagmeyer. Was that 2 more? Okay, 2 more. Abby again, overachiever. You can only win once. But nicely done. Caden Clay, not here, but I'll get it to you, Caden, I promise. I'll try not to eat it. And Miss Haley, who's also not here, but I'll get it to you too. Yay! We're good. I'm super excited because they all remembered their music. I think that might be a first for 7th grade to remember. Everyone remembered their music. Like, this is big stuff, guys. As a middle school teacher, remembering your stuff is very exciting. So I have to keep asking him, like, are you sure you have your music? So before we play our final tune, a couple thank yous, and I know Ms. Roberts talked about how amazing you guys are as parents, but we really could not do our job, whether it's remote or in person, without the support of you guys. So thank you for encouraging your children to stay in music and stay in orchestra and support our program. After the concert, I have 3 car decals left. They're going like hotcakes. Those elementary parents last night snatched them up. So if you would like a car decal of our logo, Mrs. Marbury will be out here after the concert. And a shout out to Ken Tanaki and Melissa Marbury, who I feel super lucky to have an awesome team. We work really well together, 4 through 12. And I couldn't do my job at the middle school without their amazing work at the elementary school. And then I get to pass them back on to Mr. Tanaki. And one shout out to our private teachers. We have a lot of students on stage that take lessons from our private teachers in the area. And again, it's all about teamwork. Our job is easier when they're working with some fantastic teachers. All right, so our last tune, Sea Chanty. I feel like it's a record, 17-minute concert, crazy. So afterwards, they're gonna come out to you and find you out here in the audience, and then you're gonna exit out these doors over here, which feels wrong, but it's right. You're gonna go out that way. I forgot to mention we have a summer camp. Hopefully you saw that in the program that was emailed home to you, and you've gotten all of my emails, lots of emails, so sorry for all my emails that I'm sending this year. But we have a summer camp through the school district, and that is the last week of June. And if you'd like to register for that, that'd be awesome. Love to have our leaders, our 8th graders next year, which is crazy, involved in that summer camp. And I think that's it. I think I've talked more than we've played, but thank you guys. play testing. Everyone's here, right? So we should start.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good evening. It's my third concert of the evening. It's a weird year, guys. Before you is the 8th grade orchestra, and we have most of our friends are here on stage. We have a few friends at home on Spartan TV. So hi to our remote people that I hope are playing along with us. My name is Amy Tanaki. I'm the middle school orchestra teacher here at Sycamore. And we have 3 pieces for you tonight. It's going to be a weird, short concert, but you're welcome. We're not here listening to 4th grade and 5th grade. Remember when we used to do that? Maybe I just remember. When it was all combined and it was packed and we couldn't fit in the auditorium. But we're excited that we get to play together. And thank you to all of you parents for supporting your children through this crazy remote learning time and remote orchestra time, which who would have thought we could do orchestra remote, but we did. This year we focused on playing as individuals when we were at home for our few months not together. And now that we've come together, we have harmony again, and we have different parts, and we can hear each other, and it's lovely. So we're going to start with Kesjig, which is a fiddle tune. And in our fiddle tune books that we discovered, they have different lines. They have a tune line as the main melody, and then there's a bass line or a backup line, and then there's like an advanced fiddle tune line. So the great thing about this is that students that wanted to challenge themselves and play like the advanced line could, or you could stick to the tune. So we're going to play it through a few times so you can hear us all on the tune the first time, and then we're going to add more layers as we go. So here's Kesjig. So this year's been a challenge for me too because I got to play a lot of violin. I'm a cellist, but I can play some of the instruments, kind of okay-ish, enough to help our lovely students learn them. But I challenged myself to kind of play the fiddle tunes with them. And in a remote setting, that kind of had to be done. You have to have a teacher that's demonstrating, that they can see. But now I don't have to play, which is awesome. I get to do the conducting part. We're going to do sea chanty for you, which is now back to regular orchestra music. We have different parts. We have a first violin part, a second violin part, viola part, cello part, which is what we could not do in remote learning. We were all doing the same part, not together, but together, kind of in spirit. But now we have all the parts and harmony parts, and this is sea chanty, part of this tune. All 3 grades learned this tune because it's next year's ILMEA audition music, and it is, but we only played a little bit of it. It's 4 pages long. We only played like a page and a half for you because we haven't had that much time together to learn all of our music that we normally would. But I think it's awesome. And then there's some parents out here that came to the 6th grade concert, but to hear the progress and progression from grade to grade when they're playing the same music, I think you can kind of hear it. It's really neat. So they were adding more dynamics and more emotion, and you can hear the progress between 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. We only have one more piece to play for you, which is crazy. You came all this way, you got dressed up for our 12-minute concert. But there's a couple people that are going to speak to you about a few super important things, and then I have some more thank yous. First, I'd like to call Ms. Robers to the stage. She is going to talk to you about Music Boosters. She is our lovely vice president for Music Boosters. Take it away. This is her 3rd concert, too. Look, she's...
I should feel like a pro, but I don't yet, so here we go. All right, like she said, my name is Janelle Robers, Mrs. Robers, and I'm the Vice President of the Music Boosters. And first, I'd like to give another round of applause to the kids. You guys did awesome. They did so good. I know I have a child in 7th grade. She's actually here, and it wasn't the easiest year for them, but they all stuck it out. They did amazing, and I'm proud of them. We as boosters are proud of them. Thank you to you all. Many of you have volunteered with Music Boosters throughout the year. Just a big thank you. And thank you so much. Thank you so much to Mrs. Tanaki. She's worked so hard with the kids. All the teachers have, especially music. I know, I can't even imagine. It's totally hard, but we thank you to her also. So with the Music Boosters, we do have many fundraisers and different things for the children, whether it be clinics, instruments, scholarships. We have summer scholarships for camps. We also have scholarships for continued education in music, and just anything that the teachers come to us with. We have meetings third Thursdays of each month, so if you're ever looking to get involved, please join us. We'd love to have you. We have a few different positions available also. As many of you know, we do have the craft fair in October. Hopefully we'll have that this year, but we would love your help in any type of way that you can give it to us. For more information, you can go to www.sycamoremusicboosters.com. Thank you guys so much.
On each of these student stands here is next year's ILMA audition music for high school, because I get to pass these lovely 8th graders off to Mr. Tanaki. And he would like to talk to you. You probably all remember him from 4th and 5th grade, but he wants to give you some information about high school. So come on up, Mr. Tanaki.
Good evening. I'm Ken Tanaki. I'm the high school orchestra teacher. And I just wanted to say a moment of encouragement for you to seriously consider encouraging your children to continue going on into high school. Imagine, it's amazing how far they've come in these 5 years. But the thing is, they're just getting started. And there's so much more for them to accomplish as young musicians. And here we are very lucky to be in a community with families like yours, that we can achieve great things each year as they progress. So imagine, you're hearing all this wonderful music, but can you imagine in 3 or 4 years from now, your children on here playing a real Mozart symphony, or an actual Beethoven symphony, or some of the real music from your favorite movie soundtracks? That is what we are capable of doing here in the Sycamore Orchestra program. So it's just, you think you're blown away now, just wait a few more years. So please consider doing it. If you have questions, feel free. Students, you can ask me directly questions, but parents, you can ask as well. But the experience is amazing, and it's all because of families like yours that we're able to provide this experience. So I hope to see you all in the fall. So.
Okay, it's raffle time. Woohoo! This prize, for our concert is cookies with our logo on it. How fun. They look super cute. I hope they taste just as great. But they should. They're from Polka Dot Bakery. So thank you, Polka Dot, for making not raffle cookies, logo cookies for us. All right, so everybody is in here at least once or twice. But these are our Tanaki tokens, which is just a fancy word for raffle tickets. But I challenged the kids to do some extra activities or practice, or do our 13-day practice challenge. And every time they did something awesome, I put their name in the jar. So I'm going to pull out 5 names. I have 5 cookies to give away. Are we ready? Number 1 is Grace Folman. Woohoo! Yeah, you can clap in between. Why not? Next, Trevor Sibley. Yay. Reagan Nee. Brianna, you're not here, but I'll save a cookie for you. There's one more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last cookie. award goes to Addison Bisaglu. Yay! Nice job, guys. Get your cookies afterwards, okay? Almost done talking. Okay, now it's time to give out the 8th grade Director's Award. So each year, the 8th grade class votes on someone they feel has gone kind of above and beyond, shows great dedication, not just a fantastic musician, but has provided the orchestra program with their great leadership. And I'm excited this year to hand out this award in person, because usually we have the 8th grade awards night that we hand off the plaque to. But that's going to be a virtual event this year. So I get to do it in person this year and have this lovely plaque. So this year's 2021 recipient to the Director's Award for Orchestra goes to Delaney Baylor. Nice job. All right, what else do I have to talk about for player time? I had to take notes because I had to do this 3 times. I don't want to leave anything out. But we have one more piece for you. This is our special 8th grade piece. This piece is inspired by the story of Romeo and Juliet, and I think that's important to keep in your mind while you listen to the music. So it is kind of a rich and deep piece, but the last note leaves us with a moment of hope. So our 8th grade piece. Shortest concert ever, am I right? 8:21. Oh, I thought it was gonna be less than 20 minutes. Thank you, parents, for your support and helping your 8th graders. And I look forward to seeing you all next year as high school kiddos at the concert. I'm at every concert, so you're not done with me. I still get to say hi. So their students are going to come out, they're going to find you out here, and then you're actually going to exit out these doors, which is strange, but it's okay. So you're going to go this way. All right?
Before everybody gets dismissed,
Oh.
Lainey, do you have something?
Oh, and we have decals too. Mrs. Marbury is whispering to me from the back. I have 3 car decals left. A lot of the high school and elementary parents have snatched them up. So if you have been waiting and thinking, well, maybe I'll get it next time. There's only 3 left. So they're $8 if you want to catch Mrs. Marbury afterwards. For me? Oh, thank you.
This is delicate.
Delicate? Do you want me to open that one first? I'm opening it now? Oh, jeez. But I made it through without any crying. It's a miracle. Is it in here? Now I'm scared. Open the card. Blooming Gardens. Fantastic. Thank you. This is very sweet. Am I opening this too? It's taped, Delaney. How am I supposed to open this?
You can read the box.
Tazaki. LED grow light. Does it produce good intonation?
No, it doesn't. So basically what it is, it's a special light so that you can clip it onto something and you can light it on the plants.
So I have like plants in my
So you
room.
can have plants in your orchestra. That's really-
Fantastic. There's no windows in there. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you guys. Very awesome. Thank you, 8th graders. Your virtual hugs. It's so weird we can't hug or touch each other, but thank you, parents too. Now you can go? Okay. Come get your cookies. Nice job, 8th graders.